Most women, I would dare say, thrive on routine, but at the same time, most women can often feel stuck doing the same old, same old. All this month, we are helping you connect to this idea of routine and form habits that will make your day-to-day happenings feel more meaningful, more purposeful even. Today, author and Balance Redefined founder Connie Sokol joins me with ways to keep your daily rhythm from becoming a daily rut. And we're getting personal here. You have discovered this concept in a really unfortunate way.
Yes, we recently were evacuated last Thursday, September 13th. The sirens went off, and thankfully I was home with my daughter, and I called someone who was in the know, and they said, get out now.
I'm so sorry. These are the fires that are plaguing down.
The fires that are down, and we're in that Woodland Hills, Elk Ridge area. It's the #1 fire concern in the nation, and it is a nail biter still, but so many good things have come out of it.
You've kept such a positive attitude. I've been following along on social media, sending prayers your way, along with the other thousands of evacuees out there. How has this fire put the idea of routine into perspective for you?
It has been incredible. I have seen, there's things that are wise to do and good to do, but you don't know how core they are, especially in a crisis, and they are absolutely key. That's why I'm so thrilled to share a few things today, because they are so pivotal. They're worth the time and energy.
The first energy you say that you're grateful you threw into before knowing this crisis would strike you and your family are those purpose-driven habits.
Yes.
Define this for us.
These are the habits that you put in play to make sure you are connected to the divine, however you define it, higher power, universe, God. I believe in God, but whatever that is, that thing that concretes you, that makes you anchored, so pivotal. Prayer was everything during this experience. That same day that we evacuated in the afternoon, we had our You Got This Reboot event. So our successful one in spring, 600 women. We did a smaller one, almost 300 women. I was doing a part in that. I was presenting. I mean, it was, and I said a prayer, should I still do this? What about my kids? Well, we were holding at a hotel, so I got them a room. They swam, they played, they ate.
While
I was
the event
downstairs.
was going on.
And beautifully, we were able, opening that whole thing, we were having a sort of a community-wide prayer at 6:30. And we ended up, I said, can we invoke, would you be joining us in prayer? And it was an interfaith event. So almost 300 women praying for firefighters, communities, homes.
To their higher power.
It was, in the way that worked for them, we had a Sikh woman, a Baptist woman, a non-denominational, it was wonderful. All together. It was beautiful. So prayer, so powerful.
So again, those routines that we think sometimes are just a come and go. I toss up a prayer in the morning, or I meditate in the evening. Those paid off in dividends during this time of trial.
Can't even tell you. There's a meditation I love doing. It's Gay Hendricks from The Big Leap, and it's very simple. In the morning and in the evening, so when I would get stressed, I'd pray, and then I would just have this little affirmation. It's, I expand in abundance, success, love, and joy every day as I inspire others to do the same. And just saying that about 3 times and breathing through that just helped me, with prayer, go back to normal.
The second type of routine is predictable practices.
Yes.
Define this for us.
This is more of those spiritual and emotional practices that connect you to your family every day. So sometimes we can just get in this mundane distance kind of thing, this rhythm, instead of staying connected.
So is this folding laundry, or is this?
This is everything. The things that I really saw worked for us were, as well, those pragmatic, and I'll talk about that in a second, but really more of those spiritual and emotionally grounding. We have family prayer, family scripture at night, we have family counsel. All of those happened.
Those connective conversations.
Exactly. Having that rhythm, those threads were already like this. I would have family counsel. We have these opportunities to stay at these places. Here's what I'm thinking is best. What's your thoughts? To the older children, right? But being able to have the family counsel of, what did you learn today? How did you see the hand of God in your life? What were the blessings we saw? Those were pivotal.
So had those themes, or those, I'll go back to the phrase connective conversations, not already been in place in the form of routine, it might have seemed out of sorts or out of the norm.
And they would have been saying, Mom's acting really weird. What's going on? It was so normal. Friday night, we had gone from our house to hotel to a friend's house to now the basement apartment, and another friend who's so gracious. And it was the evening, it was quiet time, going to bed, and we listened to scripture, we had family prayer, and we had this little mini thoughts of the day. It was beautiful. It was just this cocoon. So it was pivotal.
But that pattern was in place beforehand.
Exactly.
The third and final routine that made your list are the regular routines. This is the laundry. This is the more practical day-to-day stuff. How did that translate in all of this?
Amazingly, like you would not have imagined. So when this sweet friend of mine, who was so gracious, offered us this basement apartment, and thank you to everyone who's been offering. So we come in, it was like 8 o'clock at night. It was a long couple of days, you can imagine. Got everything in 2 cars that we could get out, right? And so we come into this basement apartment. I got to try not to. We walk in, and she opens, she's showing us around. She's had fridge with snacks. There's cereal boxes on the counter. There's towels in the bathroom. She's made up the bed like a cute IKEA bed. She even has a bed for my little guy with the little pad and a sleeping bag and a Lightning McQueen pillowcase. Even my daughter, it was her birthday the day after we evacuated, and she had a happy birthday sign on the wall. Like, Everything. This set up that home. And then we built on the routines. We walked in and my little 6-year-old goes, where do I put my shoes? He knew this is what we do.
And we into that pattern.
We did. We set up our spaces. We set up everything we needed, the eating space, when we did groceries, how we were going to do laundry tub. Everything within minutes was all set up, and we had created our home. That was crucial. And so that happens in daily life. As we do that in daily life, even if it's a smaller crisis, health, financial, someone loses their job, maybe you change schools, whatever it is, those rhythms make it so that everyone can put their energy. It just goes back to minimal, and you put your energy towards what's coming.
I always hate to learn from other people's trials, so I'm sorry to parlay this into this comment, but I think it's a great reminder for all of us to put meaning and recognize what those routines can do in times of crisis, what those patterns can do for us and our families in times of trial. We're thinking of you. We're praying for you. I know you're kind of translating these experiences into life lessons through your website, through your Instagram. How can we connect?
Through my podcast especially, so you can go to iTunes and Connie Sokol, and I've got the Pole Creek Fire series specifically about things, and lots more on this that I wanted to share. Also ConnieSokol.com for blog, and on social media, all major social media, I'm sharing updates as well as learning lessons.
Good luck to you and your neighbors and
Thank
community.
you.